Hey everyone, welcome back to Apollo Art Analysis. This episode we're going to be studying a piece by the established digital illustrator known as Katiana Maruve. This episode we're going to be talking about the intimate portrait, we're going to talk about the impact of heartbreak, and we're also going to talk about the Moon Lady series. So let's jump right into it. So whenever you first see this work, really met face to face with this lone feminine subject, right? The viewer's first impression is likely rather intimate, of course, like I said, we're really met face to face with her here. It almost feels like we're kind of talking to her, having a conversation. What you'll notice, of course, the placement in center makes her impossible to miss. She just takes up a majority of the spatial composition, right? What you'll also notice, of course, form is accented through multiple variants of contrast. First, you have this kind of light on dark accent, and then we have this dark on light accent of her hair there as well. So really going to accent form, and you're not going to miss it there. What you'll also notice, of course, the classic portrait format here, right? You have kind of the bust of the shoulders up, really emphasizes the likeness of our subject, and of course, focuses our attention on her directly. One thing you may also be drawn to is this striking color red, right? I don't know about y'all, but I draw, to the blush, to the lips there. Red is a very striking color, very high attention color as well. So you're really not going to miss it there. It truly strikes and catches the eye instantly. And so in the realm of texture, there's quite a bit of realism, right? You see in the background, there is a sense of that kind of, almost kind of a cardboard or a canvas texture. But within that, you'll see how texture is conveyed quite masterfully, right? It's so convincing. It's almost as if we're standing right here, right? So that does an amazing job of immersing us within the work at hand. I actually also have a quote, give some insights on what's happening here. We're going to take a look at that real quick. All right, so I have a quote that goes along this work. So the title of this work is part of the Moon Lady series, and it's going to be S Broke Me. So we're not sure who exactly S is, but there's no doubt that there is some kind of impact there, right? And so we say, she said it was forever, how not to fall. So there is this kind of promise of the forever and always, then of course that eventually fizzles away if love breaks up. And then of course asking the question, how not to fall, kind of asking ourselves, how do we pick ourselves up and how do we keep moving there? So there's really no doubt that there is a sense of heartbreak within the work at hand, right? She kind of looks at us with this almost solemn but a reserved look as well. It's kind of hard to put your finger on, but there's really no doubt that there is some sense of heartbreak within the work at hand, right? All right, there we go. So, with this in mind, I talked, she feels a little reserved, but also solemn as well. There's this very subtle sense of emotion that the artist, of course, displays quite masterfully, right? We kind of ask ourselves, what exactly happened here? And with this in mind, what do y'all feel when you view this piece? What do you think happened here? And, what do you think's on her mind? Those are very important questions when we're looking at. And so this piece is actually an NFT on the Tezos blockchain, so it's going to be within the object art market. If y'all want to support that, actually, it was already purchased by, not sure who exactly, but it was about 44 Tezos only days after its release. So this was created and minted during the summer. We're going to take a quick look at two other pieces in the Moon Lady series, see what we can learn, and then we're going to head out here. All right, so I have two other works from the Moon Lady series here. So you'll see, in all of these works, there is this sense of the kind of solemn, right? For example, she kind of looks at the viewer almost enticing in a way. She has a cigarette there. And we look at this work, she kind of looks at the viewer, also a little bit reserved, but of course looking directly at the viewer. So the Moon Lady series is about kind of the mysticism or the mystery of what's happened to these girls. What is absolutely striking as well, some beautiful digital illustrations. Surely took a lot of time to create something like this. And of course, you see the layering so convincing with that skin tone. It's very realistic and an absolutely masterful job by the original artist Maruve. We love to study things like this, absolutely blessing, and we love to look at these. All right, so like I said, this is a digital illustration, so it was, painstakingly painted or illustrated, of course, on a screen. So we absolutely love to see that. Original artist does an absolutely amazing job there. We talked about so many different things, from this kind of subtle, reserved emotion on her face to the quotes of heartbreak, this sense of realistic texture and immersion, all the way to the striking color red and the portrait format, all the way to the blockchain as well. I truly hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all did, go check out the original artist, Katiana Maruve, doing some amazing stuff in multiple different mediums. Truly hope y'all enjoyed. My name is Apollo. This was Apollo Art Analysis, and I'll see y'all on the next episode. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you'd like to support our work directly, please check out our Apollo community tokens. Apollo Art Exchange is an ecosystem of art appreciation which elevates artists each and every day. Thanks for listening.